there, and now it's time to, as you said, work as a team with you. Yeah.
But do you have that sense of responsibility, Prince Harry, for what you're asking Meghan to do?
Of course, that sense of responsibility was essentially from day one, or maybe a couple of months in, when I suddenly realised, actually, this is, you know, I know that I'm in love with this girl, and I hope that she's in love with me. But we still had to sit down on the sofa, and I still had to have some pretty, frank conversations with her to say, look, what you're letting yourself in for is, it's a big deal, and it's, it's not. It's not easy for anybody, but I know that, at the end of the day, she chooses me and I choose her, and therefore, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. Shall we start? No, ladies first.
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean,
really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. So, I think she's capable.
So nicely said, isn't it?
I don't know. She's capable of anything. And together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good, and with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time, hopefully.
And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about. Speak into it.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
What? Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Video number 2. Okay. What is this? Okay, LOL, can make it up. Okay, what did she's treating here? Someone passed the sick bucket. Harry and Meghan turned stomach with dull and preachy new Archwell podcast as the couple declare love always wins, and end up to, the show by playing This Little Light of Mine as their son Archie giggles. That's the headline? Are you kidding me? This is what they wrote? And they're making fun about love always wins. These people are full evil. That's all I could say. These people are full evil. What is wrong with love always wins? Okay, these are the people who have the mic. That's what I was saying in the first video. The negativity have the mic. Okay, someone please pass the sick bucket. Okay, Meghan and Harry released their first podcast after £30 million Spotify deal with a holiday special featuring Elton John, Tyler Perry, Jim Gordon, Democratic activist Stacey Abrams, and there's more. Harry and Meghan. Okay, I just want to wish you well in your new life, away from the public eye and constant scrutiny that has plagued you. Okay, wait, what? Okay, it wasn't bad. You now have a podcast. What? Starting good, and then now it's just okay. Whoa, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like they have selective kind of vocabulary. Okay, having a podcast, what does have to do wanted privacy? Okay, great to see they are finally getting the privacy. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I don't need to read that. Next. Okay, Zara Tendo is pictured for the first time since announcing she's pregnant with her third child, days after daughters Lena and Mia interrupted dad Mike rugby podcast recording. Okay, so that's to take. Okay, whatever makes them happy. Let me. this is, he's like, okay. Okay, is this the gutter rag daily hell? Okay, that only a few days ago groveled apology to Harry and find out Harry is still going ahead with the lawsuit. No surprise, they are mad. Yeah, I had to, one of the video when the Daily Mail did the apology, and then I was coming across something, and what is it? What this person just said, the apology, and then they made donation to Invictus, right? And then another tweet is one of the royal reporters, I think Chris something posted, someone share a tweet of Chris, a royal reporter, his name starts with Chris something. And the royal reporter said, even with that, they still gonna go ahead with the lawsuit. And I was saying, the reason that they did that, they did the apology and then they donate, is a backup because they know Harry and Meghan are not playing. Okay, it's to have something to say in court. Look, we made an apology and we paid this amount of money and this and that for the judge to take some sort of leniency of their action for what they did. But Harry was like, nope, I'm still going with it. You disrespect my wife, my family, and all of this. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so now they went back to their old thing. And this is why I have said in one of my old videos, it has been done before. Okay, that time when I did this video, I was standing in my kitchen and something just floop. It's like I was there. I saw something, and the best way I could explain it is just through that video. And I think I compare it with Toussaint Louverture with the French. You know, they what do you call this? They tell him some lie to go to France, and then once he got there, they imprisoned him until he died. They didn't kill him, but they imprisoned him, and they didn't give him the care that he needed. But he died of something, you know. I don't want to go to history. I might be completely wrong. But the whole thing was that they tricked him to go to France because he revolted against them. And this is how, you know, part of it. I don't want to go to history. Just part of Haiti's history, you know. So they trick him to go over there, pretty much. That's the whole point, okay? And then once he got to France, they arrest him, put him in prison and stuff like that. And I compare it with Harry. If Harry were to go back, and this is why I said it has been done before. I saw something, and then the best way I could explain it was to compare it with Toussaint Louverture. Okay, they could easily, you know, if he thinks he's gonna go back, walk into the palace like he used to, like nothing, he has to watch his back. He just have to watch his back, because those people are freaking jealous of everything. People with jealousy could do some crazy thing. Okay? When in fact, all they had to do is to show people some sort of a compassion. But they're not willing to do that. No. They're too good for that. They can't show compassion. Instead, they're pounding, they keep on pounding, hoping for different result. And more people are rejecting them. So Harry has to be careful if he does go back. Okay? It's not the podcast that the Morons have problem with. It's the love that Harry and Meghan have for each other, their happiness and success. That's what is killing those idiots slowly. Well, they just have to deal with it. They might as well let them be bitter. Okay, the love guru has spoken, and it's nothing but facts. The love guru. Okay, I know they hate Meghan, but come on. Why would somebody's happiness make them so miserable? They must have some depressed household. You can never understand these people. Okay, you will never understand them. Many times when I'm doing my videos, I bring a question up, and then I'm trying to answer my own question. Other thing come up to, you know, cancel my first thing, because you can never understand these people. Majority of human beings have compassion and all of that. These people have none. They only know themselves. Is me. I want. Okay, so anything, too much of something will definitely get rid of you. Okay, here's a better version. Okay, there's another one. Okay, so this person corrected. Okay, let's see this. I almost stop. I'll go to the next one. Okay, someone passed the sick bucket. Harry and Meghan turned stomach with dull and preachy new Archwell podcast as the couple declare love always win, and end the show by playing This Little Light of Mine as their son Archie giggles. Okay, what we heard. Okay, so she's interpreting this. What we heard: Black American woman married to white British women's wet dreams. So, okay, turn the stomach of frustration white British woman. Because when we want to be racist without being racist, we find a surrogate. Never let it be said that we fell in our duty to denigrate everything associated with Meghan Markle, lest you think it's bitterness at her justified lawsuit or lack of access. We conveniently found tweets that convey exactly that message we wanted to send, because nobody racism like the animal-loving xenophobes who dream of a white Anthony state care when they are not dreaming of Prince Harry. We easily found just what we were looking for and wrote an article on the racist remark, but please don't call us racist. It's just this podcast. Okay, so we read this already, what we heard, because look, here's an article about another podcast. No convenient denigrating remark, because we don't have a problem with podcasts with the white royals. The white royals whose privacy we don't feel the need to define and invade. We also don't have a problem with the white royals kid interrupting the podcast recording. We don't have a problem with an actual. We have no interest in the white royals, but the white royals are also surrogate that allow us to trash the black women. And while he remained married to her husband using blatant double standard. It's ridiculous, these people. At least they turn in. That means rating. Okay, that's true. That's another way to see it. Okay, they were listening to Harry and Meghan's podcast. Okay, they mad. She put money here. Yeah, money with rings. Okay, they can't stand it that they're happy. Okay, they don't know what happy, loyal, dedicated, loving couple looks like. They can't stand that they're succeeding. Yeah, they were hoping for miserable heartache where they have to be in struggle, but instead they're seeing the opposite, and that get them really mad. Okay, it's almost like when I was saying they were giving Meghan a rule book. Each time Meghan, fly by that rule book, they change the rule book again. These people, let them live with their miserable. Okay, idiots talking about it's not Archie on the podcast. Is it because he speaks so clearly? Lord, ain't nobody's fault that you eat too much processed food, also the street, or smoke crack while being pregnant. What corner of the world do these folks live? Okay, I think I did this yesterday. Why did I bookmark it again? Okay, next tweet. Alright, this page. She's something else. Dear Spotify, release Archwell audio episode 2 immediately. I'm ready. Paige is a clown. They just finished the podcast and she wants another one. Actually, she wanted one as soon as she finished here the first one, okay? The first episode. Okay, can't wait for the 5th or the 12th when it comes, and you're pretending you've been quietly and patiently waiting. These are the people who were seeing some of the thing. Like, I told you to be patient. Naughty girl. Someone is being a bad girl. I hope it's going to be weekly on Tuesday. Yeah, it will be nice. I think once the pandemic is over, you guys will be seeing some of my tweets or something once a week. Or I'll pick a date or schedule. Let's hope things get back to normal, because, I don't go to the gym. Okay, next tweet. Okay, there's more to the conversation between Helen and recipe stealing half. Okay, this I think should be by itself, because this one is too good. Okay, next tweet. UK press people really whining because Harry and Meghan get to choose when Archie is seen or heard. Okay, there is something dubious about their obsessiveness with the other people's children. Just can't put my finger on it. Okay, their audacity knows no bound. LOL. That's it. That's it exactly. Royal Water are upset with Archie podcast cameo because it put an end to Harry's miserable in the US narrative. Okay, the happy laughter really pissed them off. Yeah, Archie is living in a happy life, a happy home. Okay, that's it. I just can't get over how these folks do not understand. No one is going to tell a black woman that they are entitled to have access to her child and think she is going to knuckle under their demand. I mean, they really don't know us. Okay? And it's, and it don't matter who you are or who you think you are, that shit will not happen. I do not have any children, but I am the child of a black woman, and that will never happen. Yeah. Okay. When they can control people, they feel less powerful. They fear the anonymous. Okay. It means you have power over them, and it stinks. Again, that goes back to history of America. How they bring the Africans here. They were, their freaking lazy asses bring Africans here to do their work, and then they think we will not be mentally strong. Okay, you're absolutely right. It irks the hell out of them that they don't have any control or say. It's Harry and Meghan's son, so they get to make the decision about his life. They don't have to answer to these fools anymore. Okay, they can't control themselves. They don't know boundaries. Good for Harry and Meghan. Okay, there was a response I saw here, and it made me think about something. This person must have deleted it. I'm from that country, and I'm shocked that even the Independent and the Guardian, which are more respectable, are whiners as well. Hey, they fall in lines. That's the thing. Okay, they are going to choke on their bile. Yep, too much of one thing will kill you and them. Okay, I guess they forget that a parent has the right to make the decision to say who, where, when about their child. Okay, they didn't forget. They just don't care. That's true. There was something I saw. I think it's somewhere in Washington, D.C. Not Washington State, Washington, D.C., where they doing something where minors can have the vaccine without the parents' consent. I came across it, and I don't know if it was a video or YouTube video or article. That makes me, okay, this is done. I'll go look for it. Their pockets are hurting. Okay, that UK press is a strange group. Let me look for that, and I'm gonna come back to this. Washington, DC, minors. I'm just putting some keyword. Minors vaccine. Okay, let's see here. I think it was that. DC Council vote to elect vaccine for minors. That's what I saw. Okay. Remember, Washington D.C. has a lot of African American. Okay. You just have to speak to your children. Okay. 11-year-old could get vaccine without parent consent. Okay. I saw that. Okay. Washington D.C. has approved legislation that allow minors as young as 11 to consent to vaccination without their parents' knowledge. Okay? So whoever is living over there need to talk to their kids and explain to them. Okay? This is ridiculous. Okay? Will state require children to get coronavirus vaccination to return to school? My thing is, I'm gonna still opt out for social distancing. My kids, especially my youngest, he wants to go back to school, but this thing is mutating to different things. Yeah, let's look at this. Somewhere there's another state that they find a new strain of coronavirus. Okay, let's see which state in the US find a new new strain of coronavirus. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. I just typed. No UK COVID. Okay. Louisiana see new coronavirus infection record. That's not what I'm saying. It's like a different form of coronavirus. Which, okay. Which state in the US? Okay, coronavirus, Atlanta, Cascade. Okay, New York Times, COVID-19. I think it's Washington, Colorado. Let's see. Did Colorado find? Okay, let's see. Colorado find new strain of coronavirus. Let's see. Yep, you see? Okay, I came across this stuff. This is why sometimes when the squads are talking in code, okay, and they said DM me, other people saying to DM me to know what's going on. I'm like, I'm not gonna find out, because sometimes my brain work pretty sharp, and there are times you could hit me in the head, I will not remember a damn thing. So yeah, it was Colorado. Okay, Colorado doctor says new strain of COVID-19 shouldn't cause harm. Okay, so they find a new strain, but now they're saying, please, okay, I don't want to be the guinea pig to let myself out, and then, they have to find a new vaccine for that new strain. Okay, so this is it. That's the one, the first one. COVID variants found in Colorado as fire department vaccinated firefighters. Okay, the first case of the new variant of COVID-19 was found in Colorado. The lifting of parole restriction was seen as the latest in a string of whatever. Okay, so it's almost like the UK. I think the UK have a new strain of coronavirus that's going on. Okay, that's why I think they're doing all those level of social distancing or something like that. So it's happening here too, because the thing is that people's body, DNA is made up of different things, and then you have people who live different type of lifestyle, and they eat differently and things like that. So each time the coronavirus strikes somebody, it affects them differently. So the best thing is to just be careful. Okay, and then can you imagine the kids go back to school? They still have to wear their mask. Jeez, the things that we used to take for granted, you're running around and stuff like that, and then you have kids now, when they go back to school, they won't be able to play freely. And that was one of the main reasons. The minute they gave me the option, and even before, I was already made up my mind, I didn't want my kids to go back to school, because the way, once we find out how this thing is transmitted, the first thing I was thinking is kids will want to play with other kids, they want to play tag, they're running around. So if they can do that, why will I send my kids? Okay, I wasn't really thinking about being in the classroom kind of thing. I was thinking when they are outside playing. Okay, they want to play tag, they're running around, they do this, do that, and then no matter how much eyes you have over the kids, so one slip, little mistake, okay, whoever carrying, maybe the thing is not even showing on somebody, okay, but if it hits somebody else, it will affect them completely differently, so that's that. Okay, there was another thing that when I saw this, it was this tweet, I believe, someone said something in that tweet, that if they so obsessed with people's children, that might open I'm just paraphrasing because I can't see the tweet. If they so obsessed with other people's kid, they might open something that make people want to think or look into the royal family's children or something like that. With all this pedophile that's going on and stuff like that, it was something like that I saw. Miserable lad projecting their own misery and unhappiness on this young family. Okay, they told them to leave, they left. Okay, they told them to pay for their own security, they do. They asked to repay for more, refurbish, they did. They cannot take Harry bloodline as a born prince. Stay mad. Okay, please stop paying those losers amid any mind. Let them continue to foam at the mouth while our favorites continue to do this. Please stop paying. Okay. Nation of whiners. Okay, they are spending their emotion on Harry and Meghan while the EU is locking them out. Okay, I didn't see the other comment that I was saying, and I thought it made so much sense, because if they keep on going like that, okay, it's opening more, people are gonna question more. Okay, next tweet. Okay, so this one is following. This is the tweet that I saw, and then she's following, she's responding to this. Okay, little Englanders should focus on the taxpayers funding royals in the UK. Okay, I think I read this. And Sophie Edward, and leave the financially independent Duke and Duchess of Sussex alone. Harry and Meghan live and work in the US. They are none of UK's business. Okay, I have come to the conclusion that little Englanders don't care about the rest of the royal family. Their only focus is on the sixth in line and his family, who are thousands of miles away, minding their business and being happy. It just started raining. I guess we need to cleanse 2020 before we go in 2021. And I hope it's rain all night so people don't go to Times Square. I don't know if they're gonna do the ball drop. I hope they don't, or hopefully they block all streets or something, prevent people from gathering. Okay, next tweet. Okay, so that's a tweet from this. Okay, the Embreys were expecting Harry and Meghan to serve Archie on a platter to people who had opinions such as this. This is someone who worked at BBC. Now imagine that. Imagine what the ones from the raggedy racist tabloid were publishing about Meghan. Okay, I'm not gonna even click on this. I know the picture. Imagine what they will have printed about him. My goodness. Okay, she said, my God. Okay, they already started. Meghan Markle, Archie will be spoiled brat due to Prince Harry's royal rift, said expert. What? Those royal experts, I think I'm a better expert than any of them, with my humble opinion, I'm telling you. These people are ridiculous. Okay, so what if Archie is a spoiled brat? So what? That's their child. That's their child. With Miss Doria and Meghan around, please, Archie's gonna get the proper discipline that he need, okay? Archie is gonna get the proper discipline. The ones that the others probably definitely need. This is why the other side keep on being mad. Instead of focusing on themselves, they're looking over at what these people, Meghan and Harry and Archie, are doing. Why can't they focus on themselves? Okay. In one of my videos, I was talking about the playhouse that Archie has and all of that, and I'm saying, I will not buy for myself, but who am I to tell them they can buy that for their kid? So what if they want to spoil their kid? That's the thing. So what? That's their child. They could spoil him all they want. It's not my problem for me to come and say you can spoil your kid. Can you imagine that? You can spoil your kid. Do they ever listen to themselves, even writing the... you know what? Each time I say this, I'm just saying they're just revealing themselves. Little at a time. Things that we didn't expect they had, they're revealing themselves a little bit at a time. Once that pandemic is over and people is out of their misery and their hypnotism, they're gonna see all of that, because the internet don't delete stuff. They could try, but people have receipt, okay? What expert? So a child who is growing up and see both his mom and dad working for a living will be spoiled brat compared to children who see their parents being handed everything at the expense of taxpayer. Please, make it make sense. There it is. Make it make sense. They will never understand. If at one point the people... the UK said they don't want the monarchy anymore, or they actually vote for people to abolish the monarchy, you're gonna see their head are gonna spin. They're gonna see how it is to work, okay? And through it all, the royal family remained silent. Yeah, okay? Not one official palace statement was released, nor were any of their mouthpieces sent to explain how hurt, upset, disappointed the Queen was to see her great-grandchild dehumanized in that way. They didn't even want the child to born. Okay, this is why Meghan was like, I don't want the doctor to touch me. Okay, how is this okay to write about the child this way? Man, I'm so happy they left. Yeah, but the way I see it, I'm like, okay, Archie will be spoiled brat. Okay, so what? Okay, I like to ask them, so what? What if it's a spoiled brat? It's not your taxpayer that's his parents are using to spoil him. Okay, so what? What's the problem? What is the problem if he's a spoiled brat? So what? Okay, all we need to do is take that headline, put it over there on the Cambridges. That's all. Or any other royal family. Next tweet. I don't see a problem with that because it's not my money that's giving Meghan and Harry to raise Archie. They're working their ass off for everything that they have. The same way that I said, okay, they feel the need to buy Archie that little house. That's their money. Will I buy it for my kid? No. I showed you a different, if you look at that that video, I don't remember which one, probably a couple of days ago. If you look at that same tweet, there's someone who posted something that her family did, they built in the backyard. That I won't mind if I have the room to do it. I could probably design it myself and have a contractor and come and put it together for me. You know? Because for me, the reason I said I will not buy it, but who am I to tell Harry and Meghan, don't buy this for a child because I don't like it? That's freaking crazy, me saying that. Okay? The reason I will not buy is that the kids, children, babies, they go fast. Toddlers, you know, they go fast. This will not last long. He will not enjoy it for that long. But they want to do it. It's not my problem. Some people say it came with the house. That's perfect. So they didn't even have to buy it. You know? So that's their problem. But who cares? Who cares if they spoil Archie? That's their job to spoil their child. Okay? Do you want the child? I'm laughing at myself now because I remember, I think I explained this story before. I was trying to not show my kids about video game when my husband had a PlayStation or something like that. We never show it to them because I know how addictive the game can be. But if one played it, that pretty much ruined it for me, whatever I was trying to do. Because as soon as my son went over there to play with the other child, he didn't even play with the child. He was playing video game. I was so embarrassed. So now I just let him play video game. But I control how they play. During the break, all they need to do is read, you know, brush their teeth, take a shower and all of that. They could play. They could play video game. But when school start, okay, when their remote learning start, there's no video game whatsoever until Saturday after they finish do what they need to do again. Okay, so I have to learn to control it. Not everybody do it the same way that I do. And it's the same way. Who am I? So what if Archie is spoiled? So what? Next tweet. Okay, I hate to put this out there because I don't even want to imagine the possibility, but someone need to look into. Okay, one, the British royal family and their friendship with pedophile. That was the one. That was the one. Okay, I thought it was the one before that. Okay, one, the British royal family and their friendship with pedophiles. Two, the UK establishment obsession with royal children, especially the boys. That's the one I was looking for. I thought it was a response within a tweet. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, okay, so Widow has a lot of info. Okay, he has written many detailed threads on the UK royal family and aristocracy links with child abuse, pedophilia, including Mountbatten. There's a picture I saw of someone. I'm not gonna say who. It crossed my mind before. I was like, I don't like this. I don't know. Sometimes pictures talk to me, and it crossed my mind. I'm not gonna say which picture I saw, and why did I thought about that. But when I saw this, it brought back this memory again. Okay, let me read some of the things. I didn't read any of the comment. I only read that when I bookmarked it. Okay, men, listen. It's a bit too much foaming at the mouth over Harry's children in particular. Okay, they're gonna mess around and open up Pandora boxes. That's the response. If they hadn't already, it's just a matter of time before real journalists expose them. Yep. It's just a matter of time. Okay, they just don't know how to stop because they always have their way. That's the thing. They can't help it that they cannot have their way with Meghan and Harry. That's what's happening. And one of my tweet videos, I said, you know, they laser focus on Meghan's skin color. It really drive them crazy to see her thriving. Okay, and then they forget about everything around it. And meanwhile, as they're laser focused on her, people around them is discovering more things about them. Okay, more thing until bam, once they get out of their laser focused thing on Meghan, it will be too late. It will be too late for them. Okay, this is what another one too. Absolutely. I just read an article about Dickie Mountbatten. Okay, and how certain files related to accusation and pedophilia had been destroyed, or some are still be held secret. The British media and establishment form a protective ring around pedophiles because it's part of the brand. Okay, who is Dickie Mountbatten? My channel is gonna be suffer when I hear things like that. I wanna know. I'm just putting his name out there. What happened here? Uncle Dickie the Crown. Why was Lord Mountbatten called Uncle Dickie the Crown? Okay, let's go to all. Oh, I just saw a picture. Okay, Admiral Fleet Louis Francis Albert Victor. Okay. Nicholas Mountbatten, first Earl Mountbatten of Burma, okay, was British Royal Family Navy, Royal Navy officer and established uncle of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, and second cousin once removed of Queen Elizabeth II. Alright, let's be a little bit more with pedophilia. Okay, I need more keyword. I read an article about Dickie Mountbatten and how certain files, okay, accused pedophilia have been destroyed. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, let's do this. Put it next to his name. Paste. Let's see. Dickie Mount files related to accusation of pedophilia have been destroyed. Okay. Lord Mountbatten pedophilia allegation. Irish Central. 2019. FBI files on Prince Charles' uncle, Lord Mountbatten, killed by an IRA bomb folly. Okay. Yes, Mount was alleged pedophile. That's Irish Central still. November 21st. That's more recent, 2020. Let me read that one. Okay, both of them look pretty good. Maybe after this, so I'll start another video. Okay, yes, Mountbatten was an alleged pedophile, and the Crown get Irish history wrong. Okay, is the scene in the smash hit The Crown on Netflix where the IRA blow up Lord Mountbatten while he's fishing off the coast of Ireland historical true? Okay, the answer is yes and no and maybe. Okay, I don't want to know about this. Okay, so on August 27, 1979, Mountbatten and 3 members of his holiday party died after the IRA blew up his fishing boat and the Shadow V off the coast of Mulgamore, Sligo, where he and his family often vacation, staying at Classenburgh Castle. Okay, afterward, the IRA said in a statement, "This operation is one of the discriminate ways we can bring to the attention of the English people the continued occupation of our country. The death of Mountbatten and the tribute paid to him will be seen in sharp contrast to the apartheid of the British government and the English people, and the death of over 300 British soldiers, and the death of Irish men, women, and children at the hand of their forces." Okay, the bomber was Thomas McMahon, okay, a well-known provisional IRA bomber maker. McMahon, 31, was convicted of the Mountbatten attack and was sentenced to life in prison, but was released after serving 19 years as part of the Good Friday Agreement. Okay, and which, okay, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so I have to come back to this. But let's see, this one, it was saying something about FBI. Okay, FBI files allege Lord Mountbatten, murdered by the IRA, was a pedophile. Okay, FBI file on Prince Charles' uncle, Lord Mountbatten, killed by the IRA bomb 41 years ago, described him as homosexual with a perversion for young boys. Okay. Alright, let's see here. An FBI dossier in Mountbatten released in 2019, thanks to a Freedom of Information request, revealed shocking information about the royal who was a mentor to his grandnephew Prince Charles. You have someone like that to be your mentor. Okay, and 75-year-old intelligence file described Louis Mountbatten, the first Earl of Burma, and his wife, Edwina, as quote, person of extremely low morals. Wow. Extremely low morals. Low morals, okay? That's huge. Yeah, and contain information suggesting that Lord Mountbatten was a pedophile with, quote, perversion of young boys. Phew, low morals. American intelligence officer began compiling the dossier in 1944 after Mountbatten was named Supreme Ally Commander of Southeast Asia. They were obtained via FOI request by British historian Andrew Looney, whose book, The Mountbatten, Their Lives and Loves, will be published on August 22. Okay. Okay, when the Baroness deceased, Elizabeth de la Poer, okay, Borisford, okay, was being interviewed by the FBI about another topic, she raised concern about Lord Mountbatten. They were talking about one thing, and she brings another branch of this. Okay, so there's a quote. The file reads, she stated that in these circles, Lord Louis Mountbatten and his wife are considered persons of extremely low morals. She stated that Lord Mountbatten, okay, all of this is in quote. Okay, she stated that Lord Louis Mountbatten was known to be a homosexual with a perversion of young boys. In Lady Deceased's opinion, he is an unfit man to direct any sort of military operation because of his condition. She stated further that his wife, Lady Mountbatten, was considering equally erratic. Whew. Okay, the interview was signed E. Conway, okay, head of the New York File Office, who wrote that she appears to have no special motive in making the above statement. It's one of those where people with true conscience, they see a wrong, they just want to let it be known. Wow. So both of them, the wife and the husband, they both were low morals. They were doing nonsense. And she's like, with his condition, he should not be leading. And then you hear things that goes on in India and things like that. I mean, it's the same thing that's carrying over now, some of the things we're seeing. Okay? Lonnie books also include an interview with Anthony Daly. Okay? Worked as a rent boy for London, rich and famous during 1970s. Daly claims that Mountbatten had something of a fetish for uniform. Jeez, handsome young men in military uniform with high boots, and beautiful boys in school uniform. Okay, Newsweek has speculated whether the television series of Crown, which hasn't shied away from addressing royal scandals and rumors in the past, will broach the question of Lord Mountbatten's friendship with DJ Jimmy Savile. Okay, hundreds of accusations of predatory and pedophile sexual abuse against Savile were investigated following his death in 2011. Okay, that's a quote here. It's not clear whether the Crown will ever address Mountbatten's friendship with Savile, sometime linked to the investigation of Kinkora Boys' home in Ireland, a school that many believe housed a pedophilia ring for powerful British men. Jeez. The show has certainly fictionalized rumors regarding the royal family, but even hinting that Mountbatten or Charles knew his buddy Savile had dark intention will be a damning, perhaps even damning move. End quote. Okay. Mountbatten holidays every summer at Classerborough Castle on Malamore Harbour and Country Sligo On August 27, 1979, he was killed in a bomb attack carried out by the IRA. Okay, there's some stuff here. I think it's commercial. Okay, some ad. He had, along with family and friend, embarked on a lobster potting in England expedition when a bomb on board was detonated just a few hundred yards from the harbor. He died of his injury along with his grandson, Nicholas, Natural 14, local boy Paul Maxwell 15, who was helping on the boat, and Lady Bourbon 83, his eldest daughter, mother-in-law. Prince Charles, who described Lord Mountbatten as a grandfather I never had, visited the site of his assassination in 2015. So this is the thing that this person was saying. Okay, they're gonna mess around and open Pandora box if they hadn't already. Look at this. I had to go and and look. Okay, and the two models of women British royal family now, gray control and with mouth shut, and the other model happy, smart, with voice. The second one must be control, bull, stop, and okay. The older guard will know a lot. Afraid the UK media then leak the information to American media. Okay, I have been posting about it, but I guess I didn't really grab people's attention. It did Lord Mountbatten's biography, but the provision is suspect. Okay, someone a while ago had a thread, exposing the ties of a woman who is head of a child organization, and that Kate happened to be the patron of. Oh my God, the things that you find in those comment section. Now there's more. Okay, there was also a video chat and this very same topic. Let me see if I can dig it up. Let me see if I can dig it up. Okay, what was that? Someone a while ago had a thread exposing the ties of a woman who is head of a child organization that Kate happened to be patron of. Why this sort of sound familiar to me? Why it does sound familiar? Okay, England, land of royalty and horrific pedophile cover-ups. Okay, there was something here. One thing I wanted to say about the article that I was reading, they said that they don't know if Netflix will highlight the pedophilia thing on the Crown, the show. And for some of you who are new, I talk basis on that about the Crown, how they're gonna go about it, because I came across something where the creator of the Crown said that they will focus on topic or people that is connected to the Crown. So they show you the bombing. I saw that part, the clip in the Crown. The only reason they show it is because Mountbatten connection to Prince Charles. Prince Charles is connected to the Crown because he's heir to the throne. So, and I don't think they will go in full detail about it. Okay, so that part, I think they're done with it. They're not gonna talk about it ever again. They're done with it. They show the bombing and then how it affect Charles and all of that. And I think that they show the what is it? The ceremony when he died and stuff like that. The burial or something like that. I don't remember. But that part about the Mountbatten thing is done with the Crown. Okay, the next thing they probably will focus on, they will still be focused on Charles, definitely, because he's connected to thing. And the reason that they went with Princess Diana and the Crown, and you see all of a sudden they all crying wolf, this is wrong, and they still at it, is the fact that Princess Diana is connected to Charles, and they had to show all those parts because Charles was involved with Diana, all of these. And the next thing they probably will do is what is it? They will not even show Harry and Meghan. They probably will show Harry as a child of Prince Charles, and William. They will focus on William because William is heir to the throne. You know, so that's that. It's just people who are connected to the Crown. Okay, so people who not connected to the Crown, they might show them around. Okay, they might have a little scene here and there, but they will not focus on them that much. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go to video number 3. All right, so I'm 2 hours now.